After a few months off, I hit the open road again. A place that oddly feels like home, and I don't know why. I think I've discovered a few reasons, though. I'm headed up to Montana, venturing through Nevada, Utah, and Idaho, on my way up to the Treasure State. Montana almost feels mythical. As someone who likes to explore, it's the state I've dreamt about but haven't yet visited.
One thing that I've fallen in love with out on the road is the peacefulness of the morning routine. Oh, it's not good. Good morning! I really enjoy all the little steps that I have to do to get the van ready for that day's adventure and get myself ready for that day's adventure. There's a bunch of little things to pack up, make coffee, convert before I can head out on the road, and majority of the time it's peaceful and I get to spend some time in my own thoughts, and yeah, I like checking things off a checklist, and this van gives me a lot of things to do on my checklist. So mornings are always nice. One thing that I've kind of fallen in love with since I've been out on the road over the last year is I think once you hit a certain period of time of traveling, whether it's van life or any method of being out on the road, is you kind of start to realize that you drive through a lot of the same towns and cities over and over and over again. And in some of these towns and cities, you make a routine out of making a stop there. And that's kind of how I feel about Cedar City. And growing up in your hometown, you feel like you can navigate your entire hometown without a GPS because you know it, because you grew up there, you spent years there. Well, even just staying a few times in some of these remote towns, or Cedar City's not that remote, but one of these towns that is just off the highway and that you're passing through all the time, it starts to kind of feel like home once you've been here a couple of times. And Cedar City is kind of like that for me. I really enjoy coming to the downtown area. It's calm, it's peaceful. You have Zion National Park right around the corner, Cedar Breaks right up the hill. Yeah, it's just a really cool place. There's a coffee shop that I always go to when I'm here. And it just feels a little like home, and it's a nice break when you're out on the road traveling. You kind of get tired, and then coming to a place that feels familiar kind of, I don't know, rejuvenates you, gets you excited to get back out on the road. But yeah, Cedar City's one of those towns for me. I really enjoy this town a lot. It's beautiful.
How can the open road feel like home? Well, I've found a few personal reasons. My dad is a truck driver. He's been on the road virtually his whole life. I joke with my friends that driving is just in my blood. Every time I see a cool semi or a company he previously worked for, I give him a call. My mom, she's a lover of storms. In fact, she'd be a storm chaser if she could. Oftentimes, I find myself driving through some daunting looking weather, and each time I do, I think about how much my mom loved to experience this. My sisters, they're hikers and explorers. Each time I find a new trail or learn a cool fact, I get excited to tell them about it. And life is complicated, often difficult. To me, exploring, advocating for the earth, and being an active participant in the ecosystem is my whole point. Not only is the road home, but it's constantly making my dreams become reality.